Okay, these are notes on your foldable for color. So pick any section of your foldable that you want to use. I'm just going to go at the top here, and I'm going to title this Color. You should have just watched the video on color. Now you're going to take notes. You're going to copy everything that I do, unless I tell you to use something similar, then you do your own thing. So, color. Color is made up of three basic colors to make all other colors in the world. So the three basic colors are called primary colors. So over on the left, I want you to write primary colors on the little tab on the left. Primary colors, three basic colors that make all other colors. They are red, yellow, and blue. All other colors are made by those three primaries. So in this middle section, we are going to draw the color wheel. I want you to start out in the middle, draw an equilateral triangle, so about the same size. Now this is not perfection, so I'm not worried about that. Notice that I left room above, to the side of the corners, and to the bottom, because here's the top of my next section. Okay, so leave room, because we're going to have to do some writing. On this triangle, I want you at one point, write red, and you do not have to put it at the top, as long as you put it on one of the points of this triangle. On another one, I want you to write yellow, and on the third point, I want you to write blue. Make sure they're on the corners, just like I did. We're going to fit lots of other colors between these to get your color wheel in there. Now, when you mix two primaries, you get what's called secondary colors. So back over here on the left, I want you to write secondary colors. Secondary colors are what you get when you mix two primary colors. When you mix two primary colors, you get a secondary color. So you get orange, and they don't have to be in this order, but we're going to write them in this order for right now. Green, and I'm going to call it violet in here because when we get to the next step, it sounds funny if you say purple. So try to call it violet in here. So now, we're going to put these three on our color wheel. So now we're going to draw another equilateral triangle about the same size as the one we just drew, but it's going to go overlap and it's going to flip the other direction. So I'm going to have a straight line across here, and then I'm going to come down to the point in the middle between my bottom two colors, primary colors. Now, if you did not put red at the top, or yellow on the right, or blue on the left, you're going to have to watch where you put your next colors. When you mix red and yellow, you get orange. Notice I'm writing it a diagonal because we're going to put another color in between each of these. So do not write it sideways where it takes up all this space. You need to leave this space here and this space here. Blue and yellow make green. And blue and red make violet. So we have primary colors, red, yellow, blue. Secondary colors, orange, green, and violet. You get a secondary color by mixing two primaries. The last step that needs to go on the color wheel that you saw in the video are what are called intermediate colors, sometimes referred to as tertiary, but I will call them intermediate colors. Intermediate colors, so over here on the right, write intermediate colors. Intermediate colors are what you get when you mix a primary and a secondary color. You mix a primary and a secondary color. Always list the primary color first. Always list the primary color first. Always. Primary color has to come first. So, between red and orange, red is my primary, so I'm going to list it first. So it's red, and then you have to put a dash, which is a little line in the middle, orange. If you don't put that dash, it's still two separate colors. And it goes right in the middle between the red and the orange. Between orange and yellow, yellow is my primary, so it has to list first. I have yellow dash orange. Between yellow and green, yellow is my primary, so it is yellow, green. Between blue and green, blue is my primary, so it's blue, green. Between blue and violet, blue is still my primary, so it's blue, violet. And between violet and red, red is my primary, so it is red, violet. It would just sound funny to say red, purple, or blue, purple. It just sounds better to say blue, violet, red, violet. Okay, that's all the colors there are. Now, you can make lights, mediums, and darks of those colors. But notice that black, white, and gray are not on the color wheel. That's because they are not colors. They are used to make darks, grays, and lights of those colors, but they are not exist by themselves on the color wheel. That's why they are called neutrals. So one more set of notes over here. Neutrals. These are not colors. They are used to make darks, mediums, and lights of things. Neutrals are white, black, and gray. And you can spell gray with an A or with an E, I don't care which. These are not colors. They are used to make darks, mediums, and lights. They are used to make darks, mediums, and lights. Black, white, and gray are not colors. So that's everything you need to know about color in your notes.